Hi, I'm Jake, and this is my channel, Ashley Jake, and it's coming up on my boy's birthday, and it's kind of a neat thing to see my kid going through the same thing that I went through when I was younger, which is trying to pick which handheld device. When I was a kid, it was either the Sega Game Gear or it was the Game Boy. And I figured rather than just tell him, he watches my channel and we talk all the time, but he would get a kick out of me. I just throw my 2 cents into what I believe, and so I'm going to do that. One thing I don't have is the PlayStation Vita in the house. That's the one thing that he wants. The other is possibly the 3DS, and that's not because I never had one. I had one. When you go and you look at the PlayStation Vita wall, it's like in Fred Meyer or Walmart, it's just one little rack. One tiny little rack. That got really, really old because one was like a Michael Jackson's Experience, which I'm not into that. Barely any first-person shooters. I think there was like a Resistance title, but it was very quickly going, this thing is, you know what, GameStop, you can have it back, and I'll go a different route. And I actually just ended up going into some titles, and I actually held on to that in-store credit for quite a bit, and felt pretty stupid. I should have looked before I bought. Because when you go into like Fred Meyer, you go into the Walmart, or you even go into GameStop, the 3DS has a whole wall. Not like 3DS and then just the DS and then Game Boy and all. No, just for the 3DS. They're keeping titles available. That alone really makes the 3DS really, really awesome. And the fact that you can go and go to GameStop, and on top of that, on the marketplace, if you have a Wi-Fi connection, you get to go to retro games on here in the marketplace, and for $5, that's it. You get Mario 3. For $5, you get Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. For $5, there's a whole array of titles. So that means that this thing's even backwards compatible all the way to the NES, the original NES, and because Sega went out of business, now there's Game Gear games on here too. So now you have two. You have, this will play Game Boy, this will play DS, 3DS, and Sega Game Gear. So right there, that's awesome. But the main point is like I started my channel by mentioning that I got a Game Boy, I have the games, and I wanted to do the reviews and everything like that. But just like the PlayStation Vita, it just didn't get any play. For me, it just didn't really, because I can play them on here, it just happened that this isn't something that gets played. And I just feel that if my son goes the route of getting the PlayStation Vita, that's what it's going to end up being. Even with the Nintendo Wii U, even though it's not selling very well, there's still hardware coming out en masse for it. I don't feel that it's like that for the PlayStation Vita. I don't think it was like that for the PSP. I think that they try to get in the handheld market, but when you compete with somebody that can go over 3 different handheld systems, I mean, it's kind of no contest. So he's really pumped about Minecraft is going to be on the PS Vita, but one game. That's just, you get to go up, and once you have that one game, what else are you going to play? You know, sacrifice that one awesome title for just the whole array of selection. So I give it up to my 3DS, and like I said, the battery's low because I actually play it. And you can watch YouTube, and you can watch Netflix. You've got to be sitting right next to your Wi-Fi. YouTube loads quickly, though. Very fun, and this is what I would suggest. So I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you think my son should get the PlayStation Vita. Please leave a good argument why, and maybe it'll sway him that way. So thank you very much. I'm Jake for Ashley Jake. Have a good day.